Has your landlord increased your rent? Or has your family outgrown your place? Or do you just fancy a change of scenery? If any of those tick your boxes, then this video is for you, with tips on how to manage a move in Dubai successfully and, most importantly, stress-free. So, we've been living in Dubai for almost 4 years now. When we first moved, we decided to stay in downtown on the boulevard, as it was close to my husband's work, but it was also just a lovely central location, especially considering we had a newborn baby and we didn't have a car. We were lucky enough to have Burj Khalifa, the Dubai Mall, the water fountains, and a lot more on our doorsteps. And no surprise at all how popular that made our place with family and friends visiting. But after 4 years and a growing family, we decided that it was time to move. Now, I think the hardest part about deciding to move was deciding on an area and knowing what processes were involved. The first major factor for us was
it's location.
We were quite happy to commute a bit longer to work, but wanted to be closer to the school Isa would be starting in September. So our first step was narrowing down a list of schools and working out what housing developments were nearby. The second point to factor in for us was obviously budget. I'm sure we're not the only ones who have been affected by rental prices in Dubai and general inflation on everyday goods like groceries and cleaning products. For us, it was important to stick to a rental budget that didn't overstretch us. As expats in Dubai, our two main goals have always been, number one, make the most of living in Dubai and explore all the amazing things it has to offer. Number two, continue to save for our future and make the most of the tax-free salary. Now, obviously, as a family grows, expenses increased, but we wanted to make sure our rental budget was realistic and allowed us to sustain the type of lifestyle we wanted to provide for our family. So with that said, we narrowed it down to 3 areas: Town Square, Villanova, and Mira. Given we wanted the 4th bedroom to be a playroom for the kids, it made sense for it to be downstairs, so we took Mira out of the running as its layout just didn't suit. That left Villanova and Town Square, and in all honesty, it was a really tough decision between both, given the rental prices were the same, the commute to school and work was similar, and the layout and the size of the villas were also very similar. So, in the end, the fact that Town Square was an established development and was well known to be very family-centered with lots of facilities in the community pushed us to finally decide on Town Square. Once we'd picked the perfect place and signed a tenancy agreement, there were a few processes to get organised before moving day could happen. For moving out, things to keep in mind: make sure to get movers booked in early, organise a move-out permit, cancel the deed on your old property, transfer the internet across to the new property, and organise any repairs, any painting that needs to be done to the old place, because that will maximise the security deposit refund that you will be entitled to. Now, for moving in, you will need to complete an Ijari registration for the new address. Then you can set up your DIBA and arrange for a move-in permit for you and your movers. Now, a thing to note about DIBA: this is best to set up a day or two before you move so you have working electricity and water. Even if you aren't moving in straight away, you'll need working electricity for things like AC, because trust me, a move in Dubai heat is no mean feat. But also, if you have people fixing curtains or putting your TV on the wall or something similar, they'll all need working electricity for their drills and other equipment to work. Once that's all set up, it's important to note that most villas and even some apartments in Dubai come with no household appliances like a fridge, freezer, or a washing machine. Also, most don't have cookers either, and gas may need to be set up, so just a few other things to keep in mind when moving into the new place. Good morning everyone, we're up bright and early because today is moving day. Isa, are you excited to move?
Yeah!
Let's get moving! So we were off to a good start when the movers actually arrived on time, which for anyone who lives in Dubai knows that that's not usually the case. They brought all the boxes and got started immediately in the living room. And although they moved quickly, you can see that they packaged everything properly to try and make sure nothing was damaged on the way. They're taking it to the new house. They're taking all the toys to the new house.
He's taking toys home. Okay? He's going to take it to the home.
I'm just showing you guys again how well these guys packaged everything, made sure nothing was able to get damaged in the move. And while these guys were in the lounge, they had other people in the bedrooms and also in the kitchen. And I can definitely say that it was a very surreal feeling watching 4 years of our lives be packaged up into boxes in less than 4 hours. But the actual hard work started after this, and let me tell you why. So here we have a lot of our boxes that have been taped up securely onto these trolleys, and the poor guys had to come down the lift and then out through these doors to then get into the car park, and then had to take the trolleys all the way through the car park to get to this ramp, which, let me tell you, was very steep, and they had to run all the way up with these boxes. And if that wasn't bad enough, once they got to the top, they then had to push the trolley along in the sweltering heat along this little alleyway that they had here, all the way until they got to the van. And as you can see, the movers didn't waste any time getting the boxes onto the lorry. And I don't blame them, because even I was dying to get out of the sun and get back into the AC. Once the boxes had been loaded, it was time for a quick, well-deserved break with some homemade biryani. And then we were off to the new house. So this is the side entrance to the property. So you walk through the garden, which we were quite lucky was already landscaped by the previous tenants, and I've got this little canopy section which will be perfect for barbecues, and planning to get like a little garden unit over here for us to sit and relax in. And then you can enter into the lounge from here. This is the lounge area with the open plan kitchen, and we specifically went for a unit that had the kitchen island, so you just have a bit more space. And we're thinking of putting the dining table over here and the sofa over here, and then the TV on that wall over there maybe. But then this is technically the fourth bedroom, but this will be the kids' playroom, we've decided. So it's a nice, decent space for them to be able to have their toys and enjoy. And then we've got the kitchen here, which is, thank God, not the usual dark brown that Dubai's properties are well known for. And you get to the front door. So I'm thinking of putting like a nice shoe cabinet, maybe a nice mirror on this wall over here. And then you have some storage units for the washing machine and other bits. And then you've got a downstairs bathroom over here too, and a bit more storage in this corner. And there's the stairs, nice big open landing, which is what I liked. Just makes the house feel a bit airy and bright. And then we headed upstairs. So then as you come up the stairs, the first room on the left here is the master bedroom. So you've got the ensuite this side, and then you've got a nice little dresser unit over here, with some built-in wardrobes as well, so that's handy. And then we've got some more built-in wardrobes over here, and this is obviously where we'd put the bed. We've got nice big windows there. And then on this side, we're thinking of putting our desk for when me and Shax work from home. But my favorite part of this room has to be this. Just love how big and spacious this balcony is. And then the other two bedrooms on the top floor. This one, they're thinking we're going to put Iman in here because she's a deeper sleeper than Isa. So hopefully she won't be unintentionally disturbed when me and Shax are sitting on the balcony outside here, because her bedroom overlooks the balcony. And she's got some built-in wardrobes as well again, which is super handy. And then across from her is Issa's room, and his is nice and bright because he's at the front of the house. And then we're going to put his bed over here as well, and a few other dino-related stuff in here. And he's got some built-in wardrobes too. And then you've got the bathroom over here, the main bathroom that they will both share. So yeah, that's the tour of the house. And the mover shortly arrived after and got started straight away. Now the great thing about movers in Dubai is that when they first package up your old house, they make sure that they mark all the boxes with exactly which room they were in and how it was laid out, so that when it comes to moving into the new house, they literally unpackage it the same way. obviously unless you tell them otherwise, but it means that everything is pretty much unpacked in the same way that it was in the old house, which obviously is super helpful. And here is our new sitting room in the exact same layout as the old sitting room was. And the guys even made sure to unbox Issa's toys first, so he was a happy guy. And they took the time out to play a few games with him too, which was super nice. So it's been about 3 weeks now since we moved to the house, and we're absolutely loving it. It's just really lovely to have a big garden that the kids can play in and great facilities in the neighborhood that the kids can enjoy and make the most of. We've slowly got into a routine with Issa starting his new school and me and Shax back to work. And now we're just planning on doing each room up slowly, one by one. So stay tuned for some before and afters as we do each room up. Thank you for watching my video, and if you liked it, don't forget to subscribe and comment below.